Good morning. Welcome to the County Commission meeting on February 18th, 2026. This is the last day of our Board of Equalization and Review. I'd like to welcome Jeff Petrie from Boone County for coming up and spend some time with us. He's a county commissioner. And Jeff, would you please lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
Thank you. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice.
Thank you. All right. The Fayette County Commission will meet as a Board of Equalization and Review. Tara, do we have anybody? Anybody on Facebook or
Zoom?
Zoom?
If they are.
Okay, that's a no.
Okay. Then I will motion to adjourn Sunny Die as the Board of Equalization and Review.
Second.
Got a motion second on the floor. All those in favor? Aye.
That's Elizabeth not here today?
One little exoneration there.
Ruth, is Elizabeth not here today?
I move we approve the exoneration.
Second, we got a motion second on the floor. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. There you are.
I move that we approve vouchers and invoices. Oh, wait, we had a couple of questions about
You
the ones
had,
from last week.
you had one concerning software at
Yeah.
Yes.
Chief Vernon, what's the difference between the software you're asking for reimbursement for and the Chief 360 and some of the other softwares we've been approving?
360 is an aging platform. It's county approved to try to purchase that on all of our department. It basically acts semi like a fire department pager, and that you can set it to settle alert tone.
Can you come up?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Chief, can you come up and tell us your name and what department you're the chief of, which we already know, but
John Vernon, Chief of Fayetteville Fire Department.
thank you.
Okay, the Chief 360 software is a paging software and acts acts like kind of like a pager. Okay, you can set it to have it set tones off, wake you up, et cetera, et cetera. Also has a mapping part of it where you can look on there and it pinpoints where the actual call is, and where you are can give you directions or from the fire department directions.
Okay.
The fire program software is completely different. It is a software that we've been using in Fayetteville since the 90s. It has assets, remember all our assets for inventory, personnel information, use it for reporting that we submit to state required reporting. It also acts, we can do reports, I can do analyze like where our fires were, how many types of fires, that type of stuff. And we've been using it since the 90s. It's like Microsoft Word is not the same as Norton Security. They're two apps, but they do two completely different things.
Okay, I'm satisfied. Thank you. Anybody, you guys have any more questions?
No,
I was the one that had the questions, but I was just trying to keep them all, figure out what all these software programs are.
well, and I personally, I was confused too a little bit. So it wasn't just Commissioner Taylor. I mean, I didn't know that. And appreciate your explanation.
It sounds like a good software that other departments might benefit from, actually.
Some of the departments use other types of software. We have other software that does like training, online training software. We have a program that we pay for that for. So there's other software.
It's the ones that are as expensive as that one that catch my attention more than,
That one is a little bit.
yeah.
Thanks.
Right, right, sounds very functional and capable. So Chief from Valley River.
Oh, they go Chief.
He just shows up whenever there's a question.
Well,
That's all I'm good for.
there's
sir.
really not a question, sir, but it's a request.
Yeah.
Whenever you guys have something that falls, that's, a significant amount of money, like $3,000 that falls outside your budget, if you could present that in advance of spending.
Well, we didn't have enough time on that We just found out about the carpet being on sale.
Mhm.
And, it was about to run out, so we had to get a thing on that quick to get, we did, we got 2 quotes from, one was from Lowe's. One was from Gully Furniture. Lowe's was over $1,000 more because of installation. And that's why we went with that one. But our old carpet was over 30 years old. It's raveling out, turning colors. It's supposed to be red, but a lot of it was black and spots coming up in it. So it looked horrible. So we were gonna have it replaced other, but this come up first before we got to our January or July.
You guys can always submit something through email, and if we don't object to it, especially if it's within the county administrator spending authority, which is 15,000. You could do that, short notice if we don't have a
Well,
meeting.
you better tell somebody else. Them things right there, I don't go for, so I don't know about.
Could you pass it back to the chief
Yeah, I'll
though,
have
please?
to. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and is Josh still here? Could you pass that on to the chiefs, like if they have something like this that's short notice, that they could at least email and get the word in, and if we have an objection or questions, we can ask. Thank you, chief.
Okay.
Wait, I have a question.
Well, you were chief.
Where's,
A long time ago.
where's the carpet located at the firehouse?
Upstairs in our training room,
Okay,
upstairs training room, down the stairway.
okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Once a chief, always a chief in my mind, chief. So I move we approve vouchers and invoices with those explanations.
Second.
Got a motion second on the floor. All those in favor? Aye.
And that does include the Airbnb, Josh.
Was that include the radios from the sheriff's department last week too? You said you would.
Yeah.
approve it this week.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, you guys are good with that?
Yeah, I'm
Yep.
good with it. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Just make sure that that's still available.
Oh.
Okay.
Looks like you did your homework.
As long as he finds one less than the hotel, I mean, I really don't care as long as it's equal to or less than the hotel cost.
And I was in Indianapolis not too long ago, and you were close to the Lucas Oil Center, and it saves in parking, it saves in everything. You're downtown, you don't have to.
2 blocks away.
2 blocks,
I
yeah.
hope it for the places like 2 miles to get comparable to the.
Yeah, it's fine.
Just please take a lot of photos of people on scooters.
Oh my gosh.
I want to see those.
Oh, it's the wildest thing you ever seen. They've got scooters that just sit around the town, the city, and they're electric, and you pay for it, and that's yours for however long you've rented this scooter. When it runs out, you just park it and leave it. And they're parked all over the city and charging stations around. And because I thought when I said, who left a scooter? Somebody gonna steal it? And they're like, that's city owned, well, somebody would steal it. But they can get, you can get around the city.
I live here. Thank you.
Wonderful, wonderful thing.
I gotta run to the post office.
I move to approve payroll for 220.
Second.
Got a motion to second on the floor. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Move to approve the meeting minutes from last week.
Second.
Got a motion second on the floor. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
And I move that we approve the estate settlement.
Second.
Got a motion second on the floor. All those in favor?
Aye.
Ruth, I need the minutes to sign, please.
I'm taking them.
Okay. Take a minute. Give me the minutes.
Settlement.
Thank you.
Final.
Thank you.
I think it's 3 pages.
I want to make a separate motion on that we approve the fiduciary commissioner's recommendation on
Those
these
minutes.
minutes.
Okay, second. Got a motion second on the fiduciary commissioner recommendations. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Yeah, it's all the same thing.
Here's.
I'll have to sign.
Wow, I'm not used to minutes only being 3 pages long.
Well, we've met quite often.
Minutes.
Why do I have to?
It's all together. It's out of it.
I wondered, I'm like, why is this in my stuff?
Oh, why is it in my place?
That's right, he's not allowed to put his stuff in my slot.
Don't make stuff in Allison's spots.
That's it. You get.
I need all of it.
You got the same. So the easement right away, AEP requested,
That we've already discussed in the review.
Anthony revised.
I think they did,
He
they revised it,
Our
our
request.
request.
I move we approve the easement.
Second.
Got a motion second on the floor. All those in favor? Aye.
We all have to sign it?
No,
It looks like just John.
just me.
Okay. And I don't know whether they want that, I mean, it seems really silly to me to send it back to them and then report it, although. The cert files can be for that.
Why don't we report it and then give them a copy?
It would make more sense to get it ordered.
I agree.
So then do it.
Beautification committee.
Yeah, so this is the health department recommendation to replace their person.
Okay, and it's Greg Bishop. I move that we appoint Greg Bishop to the beautification committee.
Second.
Got a motion second on the floor. All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Thank you letter for Congresswoman Miller, which I've edited. So I mean, we approve it.
Second.
We got a motion second on the floor. All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
And then let's save item 4. So, no. Oh, there you are. Well, I think we can, well. You want to, I think we should go into executive session for item 4.
So you want to do it after the budget?
Yeah,
Presentation?
do it after the budget presentation. Mike, do you have something pressing?
No,
Okay.
just to let you guys know, I have a plea hearing.
Okay. All right, well, we could have Teresa present, and maybe Anthony, you could delay your presentation.
It's actually not gonna be long.
Okay. All right, well, let's
Take
get
a
him,
shot,
let's get him going ready.
but I don't mind to delay it. It's, you guys are okay with that.
Why didn't you look at me on that one, Anthony?
I'm looking at all of you.
Oh, yeah.
I accept the reputation I've earned in speaking.
I thought we could use his chunk of time to do this executive session, since I'd rather you be here for it.
I'll own it.
Short must be trending right now because I'm out of the students.
Excellent.
It's always simple. Well, the bottom line, I haven't requested much more than I got last year. Going down the budget request itself, I had to add some money in just a few of those accounts. One being up, well, actually lowered. The overtime count, I lowered it to 1,500 because our overtime is only due to accidental time clock overages, so we didn't need that much. The telephone bill has raised in the last about 3 or 4 months, and so I calculated it just a little bit over, just a couple more $100 for the year. Utilities were made the same. Training and education, not necessarily travel, but we have some facilitator certifications coming up, research coming up that we'll have to pay for. So I put a training budget, but I just have to come from somewhere else. Contracted services, I raised quite a bit. That's where our GPS software and hardware comes from, and we've increased exponentially in use of GPS. So I had to raise that one. That's the biggest expenditure on there right
Well,
now.
we wanted that because rather than have people in jail,
Yeah.
far less expensive.
Yes,
Right.
yes, so that's a good thing there,
Yeah.
it's being utilized, that's great. And departmental supplies and materials, that remained the same, I think we're good for that, that's basically just our drug testing material. And we're usually right on budget with that, so that's good. The next two are, well, the good news is, I don't know if you all ever saw it or not, but we finished last fiscal year with almost $275,000 in revenue. That's unheard of, so that,
Congratulations.
thank you. And the next, and then that's the current that I have here. The revenue and expense seem to have pulled out. Well, I think I left it out here. You all should have it. Is there a paper with the revenue and expense? That, that's it. That's it. At any rate, you can see last year's revenue, versus, what we have projected for this year coming in. So with billing and what we project over the next few months to finish out the fiscal year, we should be well over $300,000 by June 30th of this year. Is oh gosh. Struggle with that. Is that one in everybody's folder?
Yeah, we have.
All right, so like I said, with this, that's out, and we're a little short right at this time of the year this year because the state decided to look at all the billing rates for all the day report centers, and it took them about 4 months to finalize that and get us final numbers. But it was because there were such disparities in what some day reports were charging for drug screening versus others. The great thing about it, after it was all settled, they ended up on almost a flat scale kind of flat fee kind of scale. It was more than we were charging, so we came out on the good of that. So that was amazing. So we're doing the same amount of work, and we're going to get almost twice as much money for it. So that's why we're looking for 300,000 or over by June 30th.
Weren't some counties charging?
In excess of $400 for a screen.
Per screen.
Per
It's
screen.
outrageous.
Yes.
What do we charge now, like 10?
Well, the current rate is like 131 plus an $11 cut fee, so we're getting like 140, 147 out of a single screen now, whereas we were getting maybe 75. So, and we were only charging per panel that was positive on a cut, because that's how the lab charged us, which is fair. Other counties were charging for 14 panels or 16 panels, whether they were positive or not. So I felt good about that. I mean, it makes me know that we're doing the right thing.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. And congratulations on Brittany's
I know,
graduation with
yes,
her bachelor's.
yes,
That's awesome.
exactly.
Okay, nice.
That's the only thing I didn't discuss. I'm sorry about that. If you all look on the very back page, you'll see the salary and the open that's what you'll see our salary listing and a few very small, very meager raises here to the back. But those are kind of self-explanatory. If you want any other, it's only $9,000, $9,600 in total. So y'all can see where that goes. But that's it. Do you all have any questions?
I don't have any questions, but I have a comment.
Sure.
Our second meeting in March, which is the second Wednesday, if you're here, please keep yourself open because we may have some news relating to the new DRC building.
Wonderful.
Are you talking about the priorities?
Huh?
Are you talking about priorities?
Yeah.
So that has to be moved to the 18th because region 4 is in DC.
Okay, so it'll move to the 18th. Okay.
Okay, my one question is, was Brittany's salary as presented here
That's
before she got her degree?
yes. She'll graduate in May.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
she's in her last.
Do you
That's the
anticipate
new-
bumping it once she finishes then?
Well, I would like to. I was just trying to be very.
I
Fair.
understand, but I think that's a big deal.
I do too.
Okay.
She also, she told you she'd be rolling for her masters.
She better after as much as I
She
fuss.
says, yeah.
I'm proud of her. Please tell her.
All right, thank you also.
Thanks.
All right, Michelle, you ready?
When's the last day they can change their flu?
What is-
21st?
Oh, I was gonna say, what's the answer?
Good morning.
Good morning. You saw how short Teresa's was?
I did.
Okay,
I don't think mine's gonna be too bad.
We're ready.
because we have to leave room for Anthony.
Getting postponed.
Right.
That's right.
Because of that, but it
Depending on how long we're in executive session, which I don't think will be long,
Should be.
might have time.
Mine is, I think, fairly simple. I included in the main county clerk's budget, the 402 raises for everyone, somewhere between 3% and 6% based on kind of performance reviews and that kind of stuff. There's been some shuffling into where people's salaries come out of line items. That's why some of these look a little weird. Ruth and I have decided we're gonna put all of my employees in the salary and wages budget on the main budget. So it's just what we
Simplify it.
kind of talked about it, and that makes life simpler for us. Hopefully for Ruth. Other than that, on that budget, the only thing, there are two kind of supply things that I would like to get. One, again, we're gonna need a copier in our office. The one copier, they canceled our contract back in the fall. They sent us a letter, said it's too old, we're not gonna be able to get parts, we have to cancel your contract. The other one is getting close. I would just like to get a new one, get one new one that can do everything we need it to do. And the other is I would like a new hard copy set of the Mitchie's annotated West Virginia code. I don't know when that one was purchased, but it's now old enough that the book numbers are different than the current book numbers, and so when we get supplements, they don't match. But that $4,500 would be cheaper than us trying to get a single license or an app to one of the online services, which would limit it to probably my computer, whereas the books are there for government.
Including the public.
Correct. We do have some lawyers that come in and use them when they're there.
The law library over in the annex, is it still being?
I wondered about that too as she was talking. I mean, but they need to dig in that all the time over here, so.
Oh, I'm not
I don't-
suggesting.
Yeah, but I was wondering the same thing
I'm
as
just
she
curious.
said that.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, I don't either. I'll ask.
But yeah, in fact, we have some I know there's been lawyers that have come from there over to our office looking for stuff.
Maybe their books are older than yours.
Other than that, that's it on the main budget, unless you guys have any questions on it.
I don't.
I did, I only because I found this fascinating, I will mention in our, the amounts of money that my revenue. We are within 60 grand of collecting what we collected all of last year. So I'm not really exactly sure. I know we've had a couple big deeds come in, like excise tax in excess of 50 grand for the deed. So it's, multi-million-dollar deed. But I ran it twice to make sure I hadn't mistyped numbers when I did it.
That's amazing.
So
Michelle, have you got the new machines that we may have to purchase in here?
it's in the elections budget, yes, sir. We're getting ready to go there.
There's two different budgets.
Good deal.
So on the election side, the only thing that's changing on that one is I added in that quote for the machines that we had talked about back in the spring. So that is one, it is going to be necessary for all those municipal elections. PAX has decided they want to be on our election this fall, so we'll have to make that precinct change this spring, this summer. The rest of them look like to be fall of 28.
Okay, so you have enough for this election in May.
Yeah, we have May is good, and realistically, we could do November 2, but when I presented it first, I said, let's get it, let me put it in my budget, so you guys know. And to look forward, our machines are about 10 years old. They're reaching the end of life. We're going to have to start replacing them anyway.
Okay.
So
So
it's
come
good
up
to-
with a plan. I know.
Yeah,
And this is good. I think I talked with our rep about it. Like, this is a good start for that. Because quite honestly, these new machines probably won't go into the new small precincts. They'll probably go into the larger precincts. And so we start shuffling out the older stuff till we get to the point where we get more new.
Yeah, I was waiting on that because 10 years ago, I was fighting to get those machines in here.
Yeah.
So
So yeah, 10 years is pretty good for a piece of
Electronic equipment.
technical.
Yeah, but they're only used twice to every other year,
True.
so.
Yeah, I mean, I don't anticipate these not, I mean, there are new standards being produced that we will have to meet. I don't anticipate any of our machines not working under the new standards, but I mean, that progress is progress and we have to either keep up with it or not.
They don't have an expiration date, they just have an outdated date, that they're not capable of keeping up with new hardware, right? Or software.
Yeah, we just got the batteries
Going to
replaced.
executive session.
We just got the batteries replaced this year. They all have to be replaced and so they will work even if the power goes out. Right, thank
All right,
you.
thanks. I move that we go into executive session to discuss item 4 on Exhibit A, and Mayor, will you join us, please? And that's for the purposes of legal advice at contract.
Okay, welcome back from our executive session where no decisions were made. Commissioner Taylor?
Okay, Mayor, you ready to?
Yes, guys, as you know, we spoke a couple of weeks ago and we talked about a number of projects there that we've got over at Mount Hope. One of the good thing is we do have plenty of opportunities, right? The future's bright for us and certainly from Mount Hope, we really appreciate the county commission, how you guys have been there for us and helped us throughout the time. So at this point where we're at, so we've got a couple grand opportunities. One, and I think one has got to go with the other, right? So one of the greatest opportunities we have as far as on that end of the county is our Appalachian Heights project. So it's critical that we can get that project funded, get infrastructure there, get that site ready. As long as all of our infrastructure is there, the sewer side's covered, water still, we're still working through that. So along with that commitment, what we would like to do would be continue to progress with that, to get that, to get that infrastructure in place there. And what will allow us from the city standpoint to upgrade our capacity at our plant. You know, as I said last month, the upgrades that we want to do with those turbine pumps is going to double our output at our plant. So what that will do is potentially position us perpetually in the future to accommodate any additional service in the whole area in the region. So we would be in a better position to help in anywhere. And, you know, from the city of Mount Hope standpoint, if we are blessed with this water, we have an immense amount of it. And being able to get it to the plant, get it treated, and get it to the citizens of our region, that's our goal. So, you know, we would humbly ask that if commission would consider allowing us to do those upgrades and to continue with our Appalachian Heights project in conjunction with Near Original Development Authority. If you guys would just consider that.
Okay, and for the record, we did allocate the $250,000 to the city of Mount Hope for the Appalachian Heights project. And so I'm going to move that we approve the transfer of that money to NRG RDA for the purposes of that project, which was its original intent. In part, there's an issue with spending the money down by the end of this calendar year.
Correct.
Because it came from ARPA funds. And you guys stand to benefit from some B&O taxes, even though that's largely in Raleigh County.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, certainly. The you know, the development of that property, it's been sitting there perpetually since history, not being able to be developed. And you know, the benefit for us would be total well ad valorem, and it also be on a B&O standard. So it's a big win for the city of Mount Hope.
So my motion was to approve the mayor allocating that 250,000 to NRG RDA for the purposes of Appalachian Heights, which was its original intent.
Second.
Got a motion second on the floor. All those in favor?
Aye. I'm also going to move that we approve the mayor's $250,000 request for plant upgrades that he requested at a previous meeting that we postponed twice to this meeting as a start for the upgrades Mount Hope needs to connect to that project and expand on its service.
Second.
Got a motion second on the floor. All those in favor?
Now it come from coal reallocated. And Mayor, please
Yes.
come back to us if you have an overage and you need more funding for that.
Okay, thank you guys so much again. Really appreciate all your support and help you guys have done. So doing a great job. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And I'm going to move that we postpone the prosecuting attorney's budget to the next meeting.
Second.
Got a motion second on the floor. All those in favor?
Aye. Motion adjourned.
Aye. Second.